And so I'm from health technology support. So that's the type of support that we're giving here. And I'm not an expert in billing, so that's why I've got Palm here today, that she can show us how to do the billing and stuff. So I'm more on the technical side. The first item we're going to address is the LFP timing billing tool. And you see there on the top right-hand side of the screen, there is a icon there. And some of you might not have that icon. So I will show you after Palm has demonstrated it, how to get that icon if it's missing on your toolbar. Okay, Palm, over to you.
Thanks, Freddie. For the time, LFP time claiming tool is kind of cool to have that, so you don't have to put the quantity, the units, and find out the time. And it normally comes out with the doctor who had seen the first patient of the day. So the patient names comes up in here. You can also change that if you want to, or you can leave that the first patient you had seen for that day. For the time and the date, you can pick the date and put the time in here. For example, I can do 7 o'clock. And I can put my end time at 12 o'clock. That's where was my lunchtime. And then I can start my indirect care. If I provided indirect care, that could be like 1 hour. And also the doctor filling out the forms and doing EMR stuff. So which is you can actually allow to bill for it. So you can put the time in there if you did that work. And also if you had a lunch for 1 hour, you can put that time in there, which gives you the units. You can look at that. It breaks down to every 15 minutes, and you can click the create button. And it'll go to your billing screen, and I will take you to the billing screen, show you what it looks like. On this billing screen side, you would have your date in here and the patient information, and the time also comes automatically. This part here, you can also default for a daily, so you can keep a record of so you're not missing any billing. This is my first one here, the direct care. It gives me the service code and also the diagnosis, and there's my quantity and the units and the time. Of course, automatically I can press OK before I can be processing that. So normally it stays there until you check, make sure everything's good. Then you can hit the process button, which on our sandbox, we don't have that option. Again, if I hover over this one, it gives me the direct care, the indirect care, and the LFP diagnosis automatically default again. The timetables, like all the time is in here. Same thing you can apply if you're happy with the quantity and all that. So this is just automatically comes in. You cannot send this billing without billing the in-office visit. So you can do the in-office on the same patient, or you can choose a different patient. If you want to choose the same patient, you just kind of click over and do the insert button. So now you have the same patient. It gives you the in-clinic in-person visit. You need to change this code for the inpatient. So you can either drag and drop it, or if you know it's a different diagnosis, you can put the diagnosis in here. For that, you don't need the quantity because you're just billing the in-person visit and hit apply. Over to you, Freddie.
Okay. Yeah, and so just to remind again that the process button there is grayed out on the sandbox where we're playing around. So because we can't do real billing, but that is where you'll have to go to process all your billing.